Hey guys, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how you can use shared element transition in Kotlin Multiplatform Application and using safe arguments for navigation. Okay, so let's get started. So first you need to define the libraries version here. Okay, and now you need to define the libraries itself here, you can see. Okay, and now you need to define the plugin here for Kotlin X, so it will be used for the navigation. Okay, and now you need to define the plugin here, and now you need to define the implementation here. Okay, and now let's create a new package. Let's name it UI, and inside it let's say screens. Okay, and let's say list screen. Okay, and second one is detail screen. Okay, and now we need to create a something utils, or you can say, yep, we need utils, and create a new class like common utils. It will be object. Okay, and now we need to define the images list. Let's say var image image list is equal to list of. Okay, and now we need to define the model as well, so let's create a new package or directory, name it like image model. Image model, it will be in data class. Okay, parameter will be like val id, var driver resource, val name, and var description. Okay, and let's get back to the common utils files and define the list of objects. So we need to import the image model, and like id comma res dot driver dot image one, image one, comma let's say flower one, and comma let's flower one description. Okay, or you can say like hold on, copy this line. Okay, okay, we need to rebuild the project because it has not detected the image one, you can see here. Okay, so let's rebuild the project. Let's wait for the couple of seconds. meantime we need to define the other objects in the list. So copy this, id to image to flower to id3 s3 flower 3 id4 flower 4 and last object 5, image 5. Okay, okay. Then and now we need to define the UI in the list. So let's say list in the list, create a composable function fun list screen. It will take 2 parameters. Yep. Okay, hold on. Store and 5. Okay, let's go back to the list screen, and now we need to pass the, let's say, okay, for go let's just implement the UI. Okay, uh, navigate. Okay, and let's create a, let's say, column modifier modifier dot fill max size, vertical arrangement dot spacebar, let's say 20, and let's say items, this one, mm, mm, common utils dot image list. We need to create a image item. Need to create a another composable function, one image item. We need to create a lambda function here, create. Okay. And then we need to define the UI, let's say row, and then inside the row image. Okay, we need to define the another parameter image model, then image painter, define the modifier here. Dot size, let's say 100. Okay, and then we need to define the background. Okay, it will do fine. And then we need to define the spacer here. Modify dot height, you can say, sorry, width, let's say 20.dp. And then text method dot name, comma, text align center, font size, let's say 16.sp. Okay, and then modifier. Okay, now we need to define this image item function in the list screen day 0 column, and let's say image item it, or we can pass it, or we can need to define like item. Okay, item. Okay, and we need to call navigate. Okay, now let's go to the detail screen. Need to define the another composable function on tail screen. Navigate. Okay, and we need to like hold on, before implementing the detail screen UI, let's create a navigation. Okay, Safe Args Navigation. So let's remove this code. Let's say var nav controller equal to remember nav controller, and then we need to call nav host. Before defining the nav host, we need to create a two routes. Okay, and serializable object this screen route data class. Let's name it details screen route var image id int. Okay, and we need to define the here navigation here. Okay, is equal to a nav controller start destination, which will be list screen route. Okay, and then composable, where we go, sorry, let's hold on, composable function list screen route, list screen need to pass the ID here. Okay, so let's say ID. Okay, and image model dot ID. Okay, ID int dot ID. Okay, let's go back to the app, and we need to define nav controller dot navigate. Navigate, let's say detail it. Okay, or you can say id. Okay, and now we need to create another composable function. Let's name it detail screen. Navigate control nav controller dot pop backstack. Okay, okay, and now we need to define the uh, detail screen wall id. Okay, let's go back to the app, and sorry, detail screen id will be id 8 dot arguments dot get int comma it will be same. Okay, so image id. Okay, to int. Okay, now let's go back to the detail screen. Let's say var image model common utils dot image list dot find. Okay, and then scaffold let's say top bar title text image model dot name. Okay, so before using the name image dot name, we need to implement lambda, sorry, null check. Okay, so image dot let, sorry. Okay, let's say it. Okay, or we can say object okay, and then we need to define the navigation clicked comma icon image vector icons dot default. Okay, we need to import the missing imports. Let's okay, and now we need to define the our UI. Okay, so column modifier, sorry, modifier dot fill max size. Okay, and then image painter, painter resource image object dot driver. Okay, and now content description, it will be null. Okay, and content scale, let's say content scale. Okay, and now we need to define the special here dot height, let's say 20 dp. Text image object dot name, font size 20.sp, font weight, which it will bold, and yep. Okay, and then we need to find the text or special. Okay, modifier dot height, let's say 30.dp. text text image. Okay, then font size, let's say 16.sp, modifier dot fill exit. Okay, okay, so it will be the hold on, we need to implement this navigation. So let's say navigate dot. Okay, so this is the code for the safe arguments. Now we need to implement the share element transition. Okay, so go back to the application, or you can see it running. Okay, in the meantime, uh, let's implement the. Okay, okay, now let's implement the share transition. Okay, let's say share transition layout. Okay, and copy this code, whole code, uh, import the experimental transition API. Okay, okay, and now let's get back to the list screen. Okay, and now we need to create two parameters, two more parameters. Okay, share transition scope and animated animated content scope. Okay, let's import the experimental API annotation. Okay, and now we need to define the, let's say, copy this and paste this. Okay, let's import the annotation here. Now we need to define the width. Okay, share transition scope. Okay, and copy this code. Okay, and now we need to define the one more modifier parameter. Okay, dot share element. Okay, and remember key will be image model dot id, animated scope visibility, animated scope. Okay, let's copy this and implement on the text. Okay, modifier. Okay, and now key should be changed, so let's name it name. Okay, let's copy this core parameters and go back to the, hold on, yep. Okay, so shared scope comma animated scope comma item. Okay, now go back to the detail screen and paste this code, import the annotation and co copy this modifier. Hold on, let's wrap it inside the width. Okay, share transition code. Okay, and now we need to define the modifier here. Okay, uh, yep, and now we need to define the here, it will be id Now go back to the app. Now we need to define pass the shared transition scope, which will be this at comma animated scope. This okay. Copy this and paste this. Okay. So let's run it again. Okay, you can see its scale. Okay, and now if you want to customize the animation, you can customize it using the parameters here. Okay, let's go back to the list screen. And now override the new parameter mount transfer. Let's say spring damping ratio. Let's say 0.8f. Stiffness ratio, it will be like 380f. Okay, initial react comma target react. Okay, copy this code and paste it here. Okay, go back to the detail screen. Okay, and now we define the here. Okay, as well. Okay, now let's run it again. It will create a bouncing effect. Okay, instead of scaling. You can see here. Okay, now let me show you the iOS build. Well, you can see here. Okay, so that's it for this tutorial. If you have any question or query, then let me know in the comment